Now, which one should I drink?
I think you should just get an OLED.
What do you think I should eat?
I think you should get an OLED.
I wonder which one I should eat.
You should just get an OLED.
Dude, get out of here. I don't want an OLED. Dude, what is up with the OLED, man?
All right, trust me, this OLED is actually a really good deal.
Like, okay, what's a good deal?
$349.
Okay, that is pretty cheap, I gotta say, for an OLED, but we still gotta pay for it somehow, so we gotta hear a word from today's sponsor.
If you've been thinking about upgrading your setup, especially your display, now's a great time to do it with today's video sponsor, Micro Center. Right now, Micro Center Monitor Madness is back, and all month long, Micro Center is running some seriously good deals on monitors. Whether you're after a high refresher gaming panel, a color-accurate display for creative work, or just a solid upgrade for your desk, there are plenty of options on sale. One monitor that caught my eye is the Samsung Odyssey G5. It's 1440p, OLED, and 180Hz, but at an insane price of $400. It even comes with Resident Evil Requiem to really put that OLED to use. And here's some big news if you're in Texas. Austin is getting a brand new Micro Center. This is Micro Center's 31st store, and it will be opening later this year. If you sign up ahead of time, you can grab a 328GB flash drive when the store officially opens. And over on the East Coast, Micro Center's North Jersey location is also celebrating a grand reopening in May. You can sign up for another 328GB flash drive for that event too. And the store will stay open during the process, so there's no interruption if you need parts. And if you want to stay on top of hardware launches, tech updates, and everything happening at Micro Center, make sure to subscribe for Micro Center news. Be sure to head over to Micro Center to shop all their insane offerings, and check out links in the description down below for more info. Big thanks to Micro Center for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
So this is that $350 Samsung Odyssey OLED. This is a 27-inch 1440p QD-OLED that is 180 Hz. Not your typical 240 like we've been looking at, but it's still 0.03 millisecond response time, and there's only one small caveat with it that we'll talk about once we get it unboxed.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at this thing. I'm very excited because QD-OLED panels are getting incredibly affordable in the manufacturing process, meaning, yes, this is a really, really good deal, but the thing is, we might start seeing these regularly at this price point, making the OLED market much more obtainable, even though, as Jackson mentioned, there are some caveats here. But in this video, we're not only gonna unbox it, take a look at it, go over the key features, we're gonna be comparing it to an NOCN monitor that we have side by side with some average gamers here at the office to see if they can really tell the difference and if they could price each one of the monitors out.
Yeah, it's really cool to see the technology coming down, and man, if there's any space that does price reduction, it's TVs and monitors. I'll tell you what, those screens just get better and better each year, it seems like, in the prices just get cheaper and cheaper, unlike most tech. I wish other things could follow that suit, like, I don't know, RAM, SSDs.
RAM, please.
Yeah, are you guys listening? All right, so we get, I almost put that on the monitor. We get stand, we get our, what do you call that? Stand?
Part of stand.
The
part of stand.
Yeah, I don't know.
The arm.
the armature. And then we get a power brick. Here's our basic instructions on putting the stand together, which I feel like I've never seen before. I don't think Matt and I normally look at those.
We normally are zoom into the part of looking at the power brick and everything.
I gotta say, this is different. Like, it's not only a power brick. What the heck? Okay, it goes in from the side. It's the little 2-prong AC style connector instead of like your typical 3. Oh, look, it doesn't even have a ground.
Oh.
I mean, this is very different. As far as wattage goes...
Can we see the wattage on this thing?
We are working with 78 watts. That is such a number.
So I guess that confirms there's no pass-through, because
Probably
normally with
not.
the OLEDs we see like 200 something watts because it'll have like USB-C pass-through, which again, at the price point, kind of expected.
And then I know Matt was telling me off camera, so our caveat, which the good news is they only include a display port, is that if you're going to use... actually, wait, was that one of the... It was HDMI as well, right?
Is HDMI as well. So
HDMI.
If you use DisplayPort 1.2, which is what this connection is, with the cable that is included, if you want the full 180 Hertz, you do have to limit your color space to 8-bit color. You can't run full 10-bit color. Same on DisplayPort, same on HDMI. There's a whole Reddit thread talking about this as one of the main caveats, because everyone saw this monitor. It's like, heck, it's so cheap. What's wrong with it? That's one limitation that's a little bit weird, but for us, and again, we'll see it with the side-by-side, average gamers aren't really gonna care about that.
Well, you know, it makes me wonder too, Matt, how many other monitors maybe do stuff like that, and we just don't know, because...
That's very true.
I don't normally go out of my way to look. Like, I buy a monitor. If I see it's 240 Hertz versus 180, I buy it. I don't need to look at any other tech specs normally. Okay, so this looks like it's going to clip like that. You can actually see where it clips in the back there. So I think we're gonna be pretty much toolless. I don't know why they showed like a screwdriver. I guess if you want to really tighten it down.
Yeah, I guess they just recommend if you want to like
honestly,
extra secure it. I think that's pretty
I guess
secure.
that's pretty darn secure. Oh look, it's got like a little cable holder for when your cables go down through there.
Sick.
It doesn't look like it's going to be like height adjust or anything. Maybe just only tilt. Let's see. Now, QD-OLED I know is usually going to be glossy.
Yep.
Usually.
And it's looking glossy. Well, I mean, there's a screen protector on it.
Dude. I got to say, this is probably the lightest. Like, Matt, you can probably one hand this, feel this. This might be the lightest monitor I've felt in a long time.
Yeah, that is very light.
Like, it's weird. It almost feels like a display model that has nothing in it.
Yeah, for those who don't know, QD-OLEDs, normally compared to a standard OLED, you're going to get better overall brightness. You'll get a slightly better contrast, but it does sacrifice in the text department. Sometimes with text, you get much more of a purple haze. It doesn't look as clear as a standard OLED monitor, but these QD panels are getting more affordable, easier to manufacture, and just like the mass production of like TVs that we see, when we talk about how 60-inch basic 4K TVs you can get for nothing nowadays.
$200.
Really, really cheap. We really want to see the technology in OLEDs get to that point where they start becoming the same price as IPS, and then IPS monitors can be really, really cheap.
This is the part that you need a screwdriver for.
There's like no way around it either. This one's not quite lining up, it doesn't seem.
Manufacturing.
This is where we found out I should have read the instructions. It tells me this. Your screw's not going to line up, by the way. It does have standard base amount, by the way, on this very smooth round disc. It almost looks like another screen, doesn't it?
It looks like a screen, doesn't it? All right, what kind of ports we got on this thing?
Oh yeah, so I was going to see here too. So no up and down, no swivel, literally just tilt. I guess that's another way they're saving money. Port-wise, we have a headphone pass-through. We have a HDMI in. We have a display port in. Service, I guess that's for like doing flashes and stuff. And then there's our 19 volt DC. So honestly, port selection is very simple too. I mean, I can see how they've gotten this to be cheaper.
Power on. I guess we'll do the peel here to see. This should be, again, a glossy panel.
Should be.
I think it is.
Yeah. We'll find out it's not.
Actually, I don't know if it is.
Really?
That looks pretty matte to me.
It is pretty matte.
Normally, QD-OLEDs, and again, this is an advertised QD-OLED, would have a glossy panel, but that could just be because this is an older gen model. That's one thing too, with OLED monitors, there's generations of panels that have made improvements. This could be a very early gen QD-OLED that may not have all the new features that modern QDs will, which again, we'll show you the other one that we got from NOCN for another video.
A little bit loose feeling. Let's see if we got anything.
So power on, we'll get a PC to hook up to this thing here in a second.
Ooh, I like the buttons are kind of cool.
Okay.
Look at the buttons. You can see them.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like all in one. I feel like they'd be hard to navigate though. It's really close together. So yeah, I mean, it turned on. We'll need to get it hooked up to a PC. We use DisplayPort that they included, so we can, see what type of limitations it has.
All right, guys, we are in Windows.
Windows. Yeah, this tells us everything we need to know right here.
This is it.
It looks good though, so we confirmed it's definitely not a glossy panel, just upon looking. I mean, you can really tell. How will that affect our games and like the looks of things? I don't really know yet, but I will say the text is pretty readable, pretty sharp. I don't really see anything weird with it really.
Plot twist, they didn't send us an OLED.
Yes,
it's not a real OLED.
It's IPS, yeah. But we are at 180 hertz right now, so I think in theory, oh yeah, there it is right there, 8-bit. So I guess, let's see, will that change if I go to 120? Let's just do 60 even?
Just see if it auto changes to 10-bit. It depends.
I've never looked at this. It does.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah, I've never paid attention to that before. So 10-bit RGB SDR. Let's see what we get back to 180.
It should also work at 120 hertz also.
Okay. So now we're in 8-bit RGB SDR. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, here, fun test. Let's just see.
Well, let's just see if we see a difference.
What would I look up for like a good color test?
You could do one of the OLED color tests, or do you just want like an
image?
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, I feel like we need something static, so we can just I just want to see, is it going to be a big difference?
wallpaper, maybe?
This may be the most unscientific test ever, by the way, guys, but I'm just curious.
Maybe screaming at your monitor. Yeah, I would assume that would be more value for video, but who knows? We'll see. All right, so this is at 8-bit.
All right, so study it.
Study at home, guys.
Blue, pink, yep. All right, cool. All right, now let's go down to, we'll do 120 since that should work. Do you feel like you notice anything different?
Nothing that popped out to me.
Me neither, but let's
go back to 180.
Let's go back.
Maybe? Okay, one more.
This could be, hey, this could be part of the blind test maybe.
As gamers who normally just set the refresh rate and aren't like targeting 10-bit color, I don't notice the difference.
No. All right, so Matt just did some research, and basically, I said a few more colors. It's what, 16.7 million colors versus 1.07 billion?
Yes, that's a lot more colors.
Yeah, but can the average gamer see them? There's some weird stuff going on there. I don't know. I mean, right now we're on 120 8-bit. Let's go back to 180. I'm just curious if this will even. Oh, dude, I see way.
Yo, it changed scenes. It's crazy.
Yeah, I just pulled up another thing. I mean, the long story short is they said for like video editors, maybe people who make a living on their PC, sure, why not go 10-bit, right? More color accurate, you can see better gradients and stuff. For gamers, I don't know if it's gonna make a difference.
Oh, the only situation where it would make a difference if you are running HDR, which, again, you can run HDR on an OLED and it will look good, but it's one of those where it's not going to look as good as one that has 10-bit color support.
Yeah, you know, for all we know too, I didn't even think about it, these videos may not even be
That's true.
10-bit.
The videos themselves may
Yeah.
not support 10 bits. So we're filming this video, I don't think on 10-bit. Let me pause and check. So we are filming this video on 10 bits, so you're losing some bits by watching this way.
You're losing brain cells too, probably.
But let's go ahead and look at the on-screen display now that we've given that disclaimer here. Let's see what everything else looks like.
All right, so we got inputs over here. We have power off if we go down. We have, I think that's eye saver mode,
Yep.
which is off currently. And then this is our menu. I'll say the button's really simple. Okay, so we got, let's see, FreeSync, which is on, black equalizer. Oh yeah, okay, you can kind of see where it goes a little bit, almost more gray. So that was at 5, we'll put that back there.
I think it says, adjust the brightness of dark areas. The closer the value is to 10, the brighter the backlight will be.
Right, okay. Visual aim point, is that gonna be what I think it is?
Yeah, there it is,
Heck
baby.
yeah, baby.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Little crosshair.
Let's get rid of that
If you
crap.
couldn't tell what was happening there.
That's for those, for when you're playing CS and you want to get the op. And then screen size, you can change the aspect ratio between auto and wide. What's on?
Was it on? Yeah,
So we can leave it on wide, I guess?
Yeah.
And it seems like it's working.
I did notice it was on eco mode when we go to the pictures, so we're not even at full brightness.
the
I have
brightness.
44 brightness
Wow.
right now.
Let's, okay, let's see what we got. We got entertain. Ooh, that
looks really blue.
really weird.
That looks really blue.
Very weird. Okay. Graphic looks good.
Eco looks about the same.
It does look almost the exact same.
Game standard looks a little
Kind of
bit.
that blue again. RGB's okay as well. I'm really liking the look of graphic. Is there even a custom?
Oh, there
wow,
is. Yeah,
way
there's more. FPS,
Sports,
original, custom.
custom. Okay. I think I want to try.
Yeah, let's try.
Which one was the one that looked good?
Try graphic. Let's try graphic,
now.
and then the brightness is only. Oh, it only goes up to 50.
What?
what is the scale of 50?
What technology is this?
Is it because it's on eco mode? No, it's not on eco
Here we
mode
go.
anymore.
Now we're good.
Ooh, that's so random. It only goes up to 50. Go back and make sure it's not like limited.
I'll try. How about I try custom? We'll
Yeah.
see if that does it. Maybe.
Maybe the graphic mode won't let you do. It
to
goes
50.
to 50. It's a scale of 50. All right then, that's cool.
Okay. Contrast. Okay, I think they do a scale of 50, Matt. That's what it is. 'Cause,
Scale of 50.
Contrast was also max 50. Color. Oh wow.
It's like it's just
Makes it very vibrant.
saturation, maybe.
Yeah, saturation basically. Yeah. I'll leave that at 20. I feel like that looks pretty good. Adjust. I do like that they do this. They give us instructions on almost everything. Adjust the ratio of green to red tint levels, increasing values of intensifies saturation of red and green colors. Nah. This is cool. Automatically balance the contrast to prevent excessive differences between bright and dark areas. That might be really good for like some of those
Scary games. and then-
Hightail.
Yeah, hightail. Dark
Oh,
areas.
look at this.
Oh, there's also
Whoa.
color tone.
This is where I feel like you get a level of like, see, that looks kind of cool, a little yellow. Would be your vote, warm or
Yeah,
standard?
we'll leave warm.
I kind of like warm too.
Warm's not bad.
I mean, I kind of like how everything looks.
White
We got
balance.
white balance.
There's a lot of control in this.
There might be
menu.
too many settings for me. Normal, native, auto. I mean, so far everything they've had on looks pretty good, minus I guess the eco mode. And I think, okay, we hit all the pictures, all the modes for picture. On-screen display, language or display time. See colors mode. Choose color filters to help see things on the screen more clearly.
Counselor, can you see colors?
Dude, look at this.
A couple of them.
It's for color. It's a colorblind mode.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that on monitor.
This automatically turns your monitor after a certain period. Set to AV to enlarge the picture. Okay, so I guess like for if you're on a like a TV.
Yes.
Question mark.
Yep.
Oh, look, you can change the DisplayPort version. Oh, I don't want to
you-
do that.
That's weird.
Oh, this is cool. This is whenever you're, if you have like a console, you know what I mean? You want it to switch seamlessly. So whenever it detects a new input, it'll auto do it. Which is probably why our monitor didn't turn on when we turned the PC on.
You went through all the
Here.
system, I think. Or is there more?
Now there's a little more because I found a
Okay.
pixel refresh spot right here, panel care. And I saw this and I was wondering, okay, so when pixel refresh starts, the power is turned off for about 30 minutes.
Wow.
Turning on the power wall pixel refresh is running cancels the process. Would you like to continue? So that's.
I wonder if it has an auto mode or if they just expect you to manually pixel refresh. We'll have to see as we use it if we get hit with an auto like pixel refresh mode. That is basically the saving of an OLED monitor.
I think this is like the most settings I've ever seen in a monitor, Matt.
There's so many settings.
Key repeat. Configure. I don't know what that means. Configure the response rate of a button when the button is pressed.
What? So you hit a button on the monitor and
You want to
delay?
Power LED on. So that's like your LED. I mean, hey, for some people, if it's in your bedroom, eye saver mode, so you can do custom keys, I guess. Yeah, you can literally. Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
you
it's
can
the
change.
hotkey. There you go.
Oh, that's cool. So if you wanted to have like a different hotkey, freaking monitors with macros now. And then there's a variable refresh rate control.
Yep.
Sync GPU provides optimal gaming conditions.
Yep.
Okay.
So it should adjust the refresh rate based on what's happening. But we have FreeSync on, so that should do the same
I
thing.
think that's pretty much it. Besides, we have a support menu, which I haven't really
Software updates,
delved
self-diagnostics.
with. Yeah, I mean, a lot. I will say, if you're gonna give credit for something, they give you everything. You can do just about anything on this monitor, it seems like.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this up with another monitor side by side. So we have an InnoCN nice OLED monitor. It's actually sitting right up here from a video we did. This was a sponsored video, but this video is not sponsored by them, just to make sure that is clear. This is a 1440p QD-OLED that is 240 hertz and comes in at $500. We're talking a pretty big price difference here. We're gonna set up both of them side by side, give our impressions first, and then we're gonna bring in some of the team members just to get a little glance, see what they see the differences like. We'll pull up a game from the run around in, but so far, I mean, on first impressions,
It looks
really
like
good.
an
OLED.
Yeah, it looks really good.
You guys can barely see me in the dark, but just for demo purposes, this is the InnoCN that comes in at over $500. This one right here is the Samsung model that is $349.
Man, I got it. So by the way, we are running both of these at their native reses. This one's 280 hertz. This one's 180. This is just a 60 FPS YouTube video at 4K. I gotta say though, just on this,
They look very similar.
they do, and like, I don't know if I like one more than the other.
Again, we'll definitely do some gaming here, but just playing like an OLED video that's really showing the contrast, which is the beauty of OLED and why we always push it, is the contrast just makes games pop, especially games with a lot of different colors.
Like, am I
I'm trying to look
crazy?
at different angles,
I
too.
feel like this one looks more vibrant and contrasting.
It does depend on what setting the InnoCN is set
That's
to
true.
also.
I mean, but like just right now, like, how do you feel that way, or do you think one looks better or worse?
I do think the Samsung looks a little bit more vibrant. It could be that one, the mode we have, the graphic mode.
Like, it does look darker,
It does.
but like the colors are popping a little more. They both look so cool.
They both look really good.
But I mean, they both look really good.
It's one of those where I wasn't hoping, I was wanting to see if there was like a dramatic difference. So I'm like, dude, that one looks weird and this one looks good. They both look really dang close to where that price savings, and we're trying to sell somebody to get their first OLED. $350 is a really good price for this.
But this is just YouTube videos. I think it's time for the next test of what are you going to use these for, Matt?
Video games.
This feels like the weirdest test ever, but we're currently running both OLEDs side by side inside of the finals in the practice range, and this one's running at 280 hertz, our InnoCN, our Samsung is running at 180, and we're mirroring, so we're seeing the exact same things. For some reason, the matte panel kind of feels like the colors are a little bit, I mean, this one's definitely darker, but I feel like this one's more vibrant. I just feel like look at the tan, for example, on the building, and like the red on this. It just feels like the colors pop more on the matte panel.
Yeah, that graphic profile, whatever profile we have, seems to do a really good job at adding, it almost has like a little bit of almost a yellowish hue to it, but everything pops. So whatever this picture profile, and could, again, just be the panel itself, does look a bit more vibrant out of the gate. And on the InnoCN, what profile were we on? Do we know?
Well, I never did get to it. And weirdly enough too, I swear I feel like the 180 hertz feels just as smooth, if not smoother, which I know is like a wild thing to say.
So we're on the
Inno.
So the InnoCN main profile,
Yeah,
which is their own custom one, which you could just, if we could figure out how to navigate, it's not easy to
Up
navigate.
and down, right? Yeah, that's standard.
That almost looks closer.
So this is RTS, real-time strategy.
RTS, baby. I see the final sign looks a lot more vibrant now.
Yeah, the buildings, these here look almost the same. Yeah, the building looks much more similar now. Look at the load-in on that little thingy.
The little pop-in right there.
Okay, so back to the refresh rate part. Yeah, I'm curious. I want to know what we'll bring Zack in here in a minute. I'm gonna let Matt try it out, obviously, but Zack plays on a 360 hertz OLED monitor, and I'm curious to see. He has no clue which is which, right?
No, we won't even tell him
I wanna
the
bring
price
him in,
range. Just
like-
let him just be
yeah.
like which one he likes better.
Just observation wise, like which one looks smoother, which one color wise, because I don't know. Like I'm unbiased to this, by the way. I don't have an OLED. I don't really want an OLED at the moment. I feel like the cheaper Samsung looks a little better for the price, especially.
Well, let me move around in this thing and see what's going on.
See how you feel.
So it's just tunnel vision on here.
It's hard to tunnel vision.
It's hard to tunnel vision.
Oh, we need the blinders.
Oh yeah.
The BenQ ones.
Yeah, there you go. I like these running bots though. Makes you practice your aim in this. But okay. I think brightness-wise, there's like a tad bit more brightness on the NOCN.
And that one's not all the way up now.
And that's not all the way up. So that one, in theory, I think the sacrifice might be brightness. But on an OLED, brightness isn't necessarily everything. It does make a difference, don't get me wrong. But really with an OLED, you're really wanting that contrast, which doesn't necessarily need the brightness. So,
well, I will say too, coming from experience, I use, what are mine, VA or TN panels. These are still brighter than that. So if you're thinking about buying an OLED, me personally, unless you're playing in a bright room, you normally are going to be turning your monitor down probably, because these things are bright.
they do get really bright. So that's all about your preference and how bright you like your monitors. They just look so close to me that it's like, this is kind of what I was hoping for, honestly, when playing this video, is I wanted these to be very similar so that when you do see deals on monitors like this, it can not even be this Samsung one. It could just be any standard QD-OLED panel that is a decent price. You won't be as afraid to buy it because you think it's going to look significantly worse than the higher end models. Which, to be fair, this one's not super high end either. This is kind of, before this existed, this was kind of value. This was budget, not counting like the Black Friday deals you normally see. So it's really cool to see, again, in this scenario, they look very similar. Very
Do
similar.
you feel like you see any difference in the refresh rate, or can you even tell?
I can't notice just running around in this, honestly. And I'm somebody who, I had a 140 hertz panel at home, actually a 165 hertz, and then I got the OLED as 240. I really think just the responsiveness of OLED in general feels much smoother. I don't even know what the refresh rate is. I mean, it's part of it, but like just how fast the panel is really adds to it.
Yeah,
I would,
0.03.
if you had me play on either one of these, I would be happy with either one. Like, I don't think the refresh rate is going to hold me back at all. And we're far exceeding the refresh rate anyways on both, so we are getting the full experience. So this is cool. We don't have Jonah today. You might have noticed based on us recording ourselves. We don't have Jonah, and he's one who would definitely have a strong opinion on one way or another. We do have Zack, who does have an OLED at home. Daily drives an OLED as well. I think it's like a 360 hertz panel.
Yep.
He'll come in. We won't even tell him which monitor is which. We're just going to have him generally game on it like we do in our videos and just tell us which one you like better. That's really all we want from this, and add a little bit more of an opinion that's not just us. All right, Sir Zackington, tell the people who you are if they don't know who you are.
Oharu gozaimasu. I am Zach. I do graphics design and video animation for the Toasty Bros. I've been here for 6 years being held hostage, and I love my job.
Yeah, sure, bud. All right, anywho. So you have two OLED monitors in front of you. We just wanted somebody else's opinion. We told people you have an OLED at home, right?
I do.
But is it like a 360 hertz? Is it pretty high refresh rate?
360 hertz, yes.
There you
It's
go.
an MSI
MSI.
optics or something.
So basically,
like
we just
that.
have two OLEDs in front of you. This one you might have seen before already. We did a video on it already. This is the NOCN one that we did recently. And then we have a new one from Samsung that we're just kind of letting you game on. Give it, like, thoughts, visual quality.
Color is beautiful. They're both feel high refresh rate, which is nice. I can't hit a shot. Cut that.
There's something about both monitors and the one being in your peripheral, it really messes with your vision.
I feel like I'm seeing it in my peripheral and it looks faster in my peripheral, but then I look at it and I'm like, oh no, this one feels more vibrant.
Okay.
Like, not like
And which one is that in particular? Talking about
the NOCN. I feel like it's like higher saturation, but not necessarily like better colors, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just tweaking, but just looking at the foliage right there, compared the two, maybe it's the viewing angle if I like get straight on.
Yeah, just mess with the angles a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the saturation is slightly higher on the left one. Other than that, though, like, I mean, they both feel good. They both feel fast. They're pretty colors. I don't think like the higher saturation is necessarily like a bad thing.
Does one feel smoother than the other or anything?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
They both feel good to me.
Okay.
So one thing I've always said is once refresh rate gets to like 120, 140-ish. Anything above that, I personally can't really tell a difference. So if one's at like 30 and
Not a
one's
good
at 300, I might just be stupid. But right now, like, they both feel high refresh rate. They both feel good. I still can't hit a shot, which means that this one sucks. This one's good.
Yeah, so what's your current rank in the finals, buddy?
I think I'm about.
Better than Jonah. That's
I think I'm like Diamond 2.
I thought you were like gold.
Yeah, I am gold.
I don't think we should take his opinion anymore. You should probably go ahead and leave. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wait, he hits those.
All right, so do you want to, it's not a big shock, but do you want to know what the difference is? So the Samsung one, Matt found a great deal on, and it's a consistent price, $350.
Okay.
It's 180 hertz. And one thing that's interesting about it is it is running in 8-bit sRGB mode, while the one on the left, I guess, should be 10-bit. I don't even know if we confirmed that. Yeah, that's 10-bit.
Yeah, okay, so it's run 10-bit color. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a little bit more.
That could be why it's a little more
saturated, I guess?
vibrant.
Maybe.
And most of the things we've seen about 10-bit color is it's more effective in video editing when you're trying to like work with a bunch of different colors, like different effects on video and stuff like that. Gaming-wise, in theory, you will get some more color out of it, but that's the one trade-off of the Samsung being cheaper is it has to run in 8-bit color mode, and the refresh rate is a bit lower. But we're talking NOCN, I think now is around $500 versus $350.
And when I said like the saturation was a little bit better on this one, I do graphics design for a living, so it also could just be placebo. Maybe I just imagined it in my head. But looking at it, it's like slightly more vibrant and saturated, but not like to a point where like this display looks bad, this looks like worse. I feel like if you tweak the settings on the 8-bit channel Samsung, you probably get the same experience, you know, through NVIDIA control panel or whatever, just crank up the visual vibrance and it'd be the same. So
if you're saving $150, the consensus is, would you save the $150?
yeah, if I'm okay with 180 hertz versus whatever high refresh rate OLED,
It's 240.
I mean, personally, I play at 1440p. A lot of games I play, I don't really push past that anyways, unless it's like, you know, Valorant or League of Legends.
He has a 3056 gig, by the way.
I do. So yeah, I mean,
gamer.
saving $150, that can go towards actual worthwhile components.
So cool.
And
Who runs it?
peripherals, like a keyboard.
And a keyboard, like all the videos we do on keyboards that Zach helps out with. So if you guys want a keyboard upgrade, watch those videos. But thank you, Zach. We don't have Jonah to give his crazy input today, but we have Zach here to give us input as an OLED gamer, and it's a good point to wrap this video up.
So you just heard 3 different people's opinions on the QD-OLEDs kind of versus each other, and it's interesting to see that maybe you don't have to spend $500 to get into an OLED to have a good experience. You could go budget.
And there's going to be more options like this as the panels continue to get more affordable and there's more monitors on the market. And I imagine with people not spending as much money in PC gaming right now, monitors are probably going to start getting cheaper because inherently people might not be buying them as much. So OLEDs might become very favorable for you if you're looking to upgrade your setup. And again, $350 is still a lot to put into a monitor, but just like 3 or 4 years ago, you'd be spending that on a 1440p like 240 hertz standard IPS panel. Those have come down in price a lot and those are also good options, but it's cool to see these OLEDs getting closer and closer to that $300 or less mark, which makes them very obtainable for most PC gamers. So if you want to see up-to-date pricing and availability of this monitor, or maybe you like this NOCN monitor after this video, link in the description down below will be affiliate links and they will help us out. What do you think about OLEDs, specifically these QD-OLEDs in 2026? Are they a good price yet for you to buy?
And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Now you know where you can find some OLED monitors at a discounted rate is PCBros.tech, especially if you're in person.
These particular monitors, these exact ones, are going to end up in the storefront at PC Bros. If you guys didn't know, we have a storefront in Louisville, Kentucky. You can walk in, you can buy stuff in person, stuff that's featured here on the YouTube channel and our gaming PCs. So come by our shop and buy a PC today. Use code ToastyBros on checkout. You will save 3% on your next purchase. Say hi to Jake for us. See you guys later. Goodbye.